confident enough. I can take the football. Well played by Randy Drew on that interception.
And it results in the 4th interception of the year for the rookie DB. Marcus Brady in pursuit is Gargiulo, and Brady with that point guard toss got it to Ashlyn Davis, and Davis will take it down the sidelines into Calgary territory.
Well, you know, the Montreal Alouettes really have something on the mobility here that's going to help their offensive line, and it's also going to help them move the change. As Marcus Brady gets to the outside, now he's looking with his eyes, running with his eyes up the field. And again, a lot of those fakes as he's moving, it is really similar to a basketball player, how he's moving the football around and using that as a fake against the defenders.
24-yard play to Davis. Now they go double tight ends. And the pitch. Coburn flag down, and Coburn limited to a couple, and holding will be the call against Montreal.
The concern for Montreal as they head into the playoffs has been their O-line on offense. And, you know, this is all the changes we talked about. But if the Montreal Alouettes can start moving Marcus Brady around like he has moved, I mean, this is the one dimension that he brings.
Montreal number 68, 10-yard penalty, remains first down.
Brian Chu, the 11-year veteran, called.
It'll take so much pressure off of that offensive line that has struggled if Marcus Brady becomes a run and throw on the run type of quarterback. I mean, now you basically can say, get outside of contain, get away from that offensive line, take some pressure off of them. That could be something that the Montreal Alouettes can really build on into the playoff.
1st and 20. Here comes the heat.
There he goes again.
There he goes. And he'll pull it down and takes a hit at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and Chris, this is my point if Marcus Brady is a drop-back pocket passer, this is a sack. I mean, that's as simple as that, because he doesn't have the ability to jump outside like that. I mean, Tate George is quick. He's one of the faster defensive ends in the league. He couldn't run him down.
Another tackle for Shannon James, but there's an element you don't see with an Alouette team led by, well, their incumbent, Anthony Calvillo.
Well, pocket passers just, you know, they can't, and that's where the offensive line, if your offensive line has gone through changes and is struggling, then you hold the ball a little bit too long as a pocket passer, and that's where those sacks are starting to pile up. Now, you know, when you look at Jason Moss also pocket passer, right? That falls right into the challenges that they've had on offense. And it's not to say that they may not need Jason Moss down the stretch here, and they may not need to see a little Jason Moss in the playoffs. But I think Marcus Brady has shown something tonight in his mobility and his decision-making process while he's running, that he has earned the right to maybe lead this team into the playoffs. And of course, we know it would be Anthony Calvillo if not for his family situation. But
there were his numbers on the year. The touchdown total, the only one that I think you'd quibble with, that it was not the year where Calvillo was putting the ball in the end zone with the frequency we've seen in the past. Otherwise, another fine year for AC. It's 2nd and 12. 6 receivers. Brady quarterback draw, and he'll be stopped up short at the 35, dragged down, and Ternovatsky in on the tackle once again.
Trey Young just filled the hole that Marcus Brady thought he had. Trey Young has made the adjustment to come from safety down to linebacker in this new defense, and he shot the gap perfectly there, and that just ended that play.
This defense operating without Scott Coe again this week, and Duvall will come on to try his 4th of the game. Just made from 42, and this one going to be from about the same range. Trying to make it an 11-point game. And Damon Duvall is in playoff form. 33-22, Alouettes.